Here's my Queen of Hearts inspired soap called Let Them Eat Cake. Despite taking forever to make these hearts, I still managed to drop in the mold not so carefully. I'm not sure if it was noticeable, but there was soap in the bottom of the mold before I put the hearts in, and now I'm topping it off with more soap. It's important to make sure that I tap the soap down to make sure it gets into all the crevices. As I'm loading more soap into the mold, I'm feeling like it's giving Stray Kids Dominate. What do y'all think? If you followed my soaping page at all, you know that I like to make things very extra, so of course this is going to be a high top soap. If you're wondering why I'm using this camera angle and I'm talking to myself, it's because I actually made this soap on TikTok Live, so if you want to see a live soap being made, definitely follow my page so you can get those notifications. I cut out a lot of the original video, but we decided on live to put this gold mica drizzle. I did not put any eco glitter. Since my design inspo is Queen of Hearts, I went with the red and the black theme with, of course, gold crowns. Per my norm, I made the gold crowns, the hearts, and the diamonds with melt and pour soap just so that I had those made ahead of time. And if you've ever wondered how firm the soap is when it comes out of the mold, here it is. You can see that I can basically juggle that log around and it's not going to break. And because my embeds are never placed perfectly, despite me having marks on the side of my mold, I have to cut these one by one, and sometimes they're placed a little bit wonky and I end up with this large piece, so I'm going to worry about that later. Moving along with the rest of the soap, you can see that the red and the black heart separated teensy bit at the bottom. Considering I had to cut two pieces of soap and glue them back together, I think it came out pretty good. I'm going to take the win on this one. Of course, me being me, I always like to critique my work, and I think the only thing I would change next time around is not putting that glop of red and black in between the main body of the soap and the soap frosting. What do y'all think? I definitely will make a soap like this again. I'm really loving the way that the heart embed looks on the inside. The mold that I used for this was my 5-pound mold, and it's a little bit longer than the hearts, and so I had to cut it in two different pieces. So this is the seam in between the two different pieces, and that's why there's a little bit more white soap in between. When this happens, no big deal. What I'll do is I'll let the soap sit aside for a couple days to firm up a little bit. I'll go back and use my soap planer to plane that white part off so it has a clean embed. I forgot to mention that the scent that I use on this is Black Raspberry Vanilla because it's my go-to when I can't think of any other scent that goes with the theme. Of course, here they are on the drying rack. They've already been drying for a month, so they're ready to go.